If you're navigating a challenging relationship or even feeling stuck in a cycle of negativity within yourself, I invite you to try Ho'oponopono. To support you in this journey, I will be attaching a recording of the original Ho'oponopono prayer after this episode. Aloha, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Radiate Health and Wellness Podcast. I'm Christine D. Ross, and today I want to take you on a journey, one that's just deeply personal and healing, using the Hawaiian ancient practice of Ho'oponopono. Now, before we dive in, I just want to say that what I'm about to share isn't just some spiritual practice I read about. It's something that has been just really transformational for me in ways I never imagined. So, life hands us storms, doesn't it? Sometimes those storms are external, a hurricane sweeping through, bending palm trees, but breaking branches, as I've spoken about before. But often the storms we battle the most are the ones within, the emotional and mental burdens we carry and weigh us down. And that's where Ho'opono comes in. It's a way to clear those clouds, to make peace with ourselves and others, and to restore harmony in our lives. Let me take you back a bit. Some time ago, I was struggling with a particular relationship in my life. You know those times when something just feels off, but you can't quite figure out why? It was draining me just emotionally, and I couldn't move past it. I knew something needed to shift, but I wasn't sure what. And that's when I was reminded of Ho'oponopono, this sacred, powerful practice that calls us to take full responsibility for our thoughts and emotions. For those of you who may be hearing this word for the first time, Ho'oponopono is an ancient Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. It's not about forgiving others. It's about healing relationships by starting from within. In traditional Hawaiian culture, Ho'oponopono was a community practice, a way of restoring balance and harmony within families and communities when conflicts arose. So the word itself means to make right or to correct an error. When something felt out of balance in the group, whether it was due to arguments or illness or negative energy, the family would come together to practice Ho'oponopono, and often it was guided by a kahuna or a healer. So they believed that the conflicts, whether personal or collective, could disrupt the spiritual and emotional balance, not just of the individuals involved, but of the whole group, the entire community and tribe. And the practice was designed to address the root of these conflicts and restore harmony by encouraging just a deep accountability, forgiveness, and love. Every person was responsible for clearing their own energy, recognizing that everyone is connected. And one person's imbalance could really affect the entire community. The traditional Ho'opono prayer involved a process of reflection, confession, and forgiveness, and really just a mutual release. This prayer would help heal fights within families and communities, ensuring that everybody could move forward together in peace. Over time, this practice evolved, and in the 20th century, Morna Saimanoa, a Hawaiian healer, simplified Ho'oponopono for individual use. So just really making it accessible beyond family circles and cultural boundaries. So she taught that Ho'oponopono wasn't just about fixing external conflicts, but clearing the internal energy that blocks from being at peace within ourselves and others. So this brings me to the more modern version of Ho'oponopono, which focuses on just four simple yet very powerful phrases. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. So now, as I mentioned before, Ho'oponopono isn't just something I've read about. It's something I've experienced just on a very deep level. And today I want to share with you the story that truly opened my eyes to the power of this practice. The incredible journey of Dr. Iholiakala. Sorry, I knew I was going to slaughter his name. Let me try that again. Dr. Iholiakala. Yes, Dr. Iholiakala Hew Len, a psychologist who used Ho'oponopono in the most extraordinary way. Imagine this: a ward in a psychiatric hospital filled with the criminally insane. Just these patients, these were the people who were just considered beyond help. These individuals had committed just the worst, the most violent acts. And the staff turnover was just incredibly high. Nobody wanted to work there. It was such a toxic environment as well as dangerous to be in. So they just didn't want to work there. But then Dr. Hew Len stepped in with an approach that was really nothing like anybody had ever seen. He healed these individuals without even physically meeting with them. So what did he do? He sat in his office and he practiced Ho'oponopono. He repeated those four simple phrases. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now it sounds unbelievable, right? How could sitting in an office, repeating a mantra, possibly heal a ward full of violent and troubled individuals? But here's the astonishing part. Over the course of a few months, things began to change. Slowly but surely, the patients started to improve. Some of the most difficult cases became more manageable. The entire atmosphere in the ward shifted. Eventually, patients who had been shackled or just heavily medicated were released. The ward was just completely transformed. And after just a few years, it actually closed down because there wasn't any more patients there left to treat. So Dr. Hew Len wasn't focusing on fixing the patients themselves. He was healing the part of himself that was connected to their pain. So in Ho'oponopono, we believe that we are all deeply connected. And healing ourselves, we can affect the world around us. So when I first heard of this story, it was just a profound shift in how I understood healing. We often think healing is about fixing others or solving external problems. But Ho'oponopono teaches us that the real work begins just within. When we take full responsibility for everything in our lives without guilt or blame, we tap into a power to heal the inside out. I started incorporating Ho'oponopono into my own life during a time when I was navigating some challenges with a certain relationship. I felt stuck in this just endless loop of frustration and chaos and anxiety and worry and fear and all those stories I was making up in my head. And then I remembered Dr. Hew Len's story, and I began practicing Ho'oponopono daily. So every morning as I took my walk, as you know, I walk my dog almost every day. It's about 4 miles. So, it takes us about 45 minutes. So for these 45 minutes, I would just recite the original Ho'opono prayer and just get in tune with this individual, and not only just this particular individual, but also any individuals and outside circumstance situation that might have incorporated the dysfunction in my relationship with a certain individual. So after I would just see in my mind just these layers upon layers of giving love and forgiveness and just gratitude, then I would continue my walk, usually my way back from the park, just with saying the mantra and still feeling and seeing these things inside me and just saying, I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I am sorry. So, and in doing this, I would bring just the whole person in mind, and not just, like I say, not just the whole person, but all of the circumstances, the outside influences, and just all the layers. So at first, it felt a little bit awkward, but something inside me began to shift. It wasn't about waiting for this other person to change. It was about healing my own energy, my relationship with a certain person. And then it started to transform. So as I said the words, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, sounds simple, right? But let me tell you, these words carry such a weight. They're like keys that unlock the door to inner peace. So I just remember sitting with those words, repeating them to myself. As I said, I'm sorry, I'd be acknowledging the pain and hurt, whether I caused it or not. Feeling just a deep sorry for any beliefs I inherited, they inherited, that I absorbed, or just whatever was going on inside of me that manifested as this problem. And then as I would say, please forgive me, it was a call to release and surrender to any anger, resentment, or surrender to that negative energy surrounding the situation. Just having a forgiveness for the beliefs, memories, and programming that may have caused the issue. And then thank you. I gave just sincere gratitude for the lessons of this experience, no matter how challenging. Also giving thanks and appreciation for just the clearing and the healing that is taking place. And then the words, I love you. To love everything, love the problem, love the situation, love my body just the way it is. But I was going through cancer, to put my hand on my heart, on my chest, and say, I love this cancer. Going through other issues, just love the problem child, love the angry neighbor, just love it all. A reminder that love is always the answer for myself, for others, and for the situation at hand. And as I began to practice Ho'oponopono, I started to feel just this weight just lift. I wasn't necessarily fixing the relationship or trying to change the other person or anything. I was shifting within. And something magical happens when we shift inside. The world around us starts to change too. So what's beautiful about Ho'oponopono is that it can be practiced anywhere with anyone. So, whether you're sitting in your car, driving to or from work, walking your dog, swimming in the pool, doing yard work, cleaning the house, making dinner, it doesn't matter where you are. You don't have to be just relaxed in this, awe meditative state to do this. So that's one of the things that I just love about it and why I'm sharing it, because it is so powerful and you can literally do it anywhere. So you don't even need to know exactly what the problem is. You can apply this to relationships with family, friends, colleagues, even to situations you're holding on to with yourself. Maybe it's that guilt from not prioritizing your health, or regret from not speaking up when you knew you could have. This practice opens the door to release, to cleanse, and to restore balance in every area of your life. If you're navigating a challenging relationship, or even feeling stuck in a cycle of negativity within yourself, I invite you to try Ho'oponopono. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just find that quiet moment and repeat these words. And any order will do just fine. It doesn't matter. Just do what feels right to you. Just say those words, the phrase, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And sit with them, feel them, and let them work through you. You might be surprised of what comes up. Maybe it's a memory you didn't realize was still bothering you. Maybe it's a perspective shift, or maybe it's a sense of peace that just washes over you. It's all welcome. This practice has just taught me so much about self-love, about personal responsibility, self-healing, and about the interconnectedness of all things. And the best part, you don't need anyone else to participate in order to see changes. Ho'oponopono is about you, about cleaning your own internal house so that you can radiate peace, love, and harmony outward. So let me share with you one final thought. Life is going to continue to bring storms. We can't control that, but we can control how we respond. Ho'oponopono has given me a tool to not just survive the storms, but to heal through them, to make peace with myself and those around me. And when you find that peace within yourself, you'll be just amazed at how it radiates outward, transforming your relationships, your health, your life. And this is the beauty of Ho'oponopono. It's simple, but it works on such a deep level. By clearing the internal clutter, the resentments, the fears, the stories we tell ourselves, we open the door to healing, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. And here's the thing, you don't have to fully understand how it works to experience its effects. Just try it. Think of a situation in your life that feels heavy. Maybe it's a relationship or something within yourself. Take a moment and just sit quietly and repeat the words, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You don't need to force it. Just let the words flow and just trust the process. Healing will come. The original practice of Ho'oponopono was about restoring balance and harmony within families and communities. Today, we can also use it to restore balance within ourselves and our lives. The healing begins with us, but its effects ripple out into the world. Now, earlier in the episode, I shared the story of Dr. Iholiakala, Hew Len, and how he used Ho'oponopono to heal an entire psychiatric ward without ever meeting the patients face to face. And the beauty of this practice is that it doesn't require anything more than willingness to open your heart and take responsibility for the energy you carry. So before we wrap up, I want to invite you to not just listen, but to practice Ho'oponopono. Because listening to a story is one thing, but experiencing the shift for yourself is where the real transformation happens. So I invite you to make a commitment just for 21 days to practice Ho'oponopono daily. And this could be for just a few minutes in the morning or at night. And like I say, to or from your drive to work, picking the kids up from school, or sweeping the floor. Okay, I'm sure you can find this time. But as you're doing these chores, just really tune in to yourself and experience the profound change it can bring. So here's how you can begin. Simply listen to the original prayer if available, then repeat the 4 phrases. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. During the 21 days, just notice how your energy starts to shift. Maybe it's around a relationship, an old wound, or something within yourself that needs healing. The key is consistency. Even when you don't feel the immediate effects, trust that the healing is happening on a deeper level. And by the end of the 21 days, you may notice that the things that once caused stress or pain start to feel a little lighter. So to support you in this journey, I will be attaching a recording of the original Ho'oponopono prayer after this episode. It's a longer traditional version that's what I use to just really connect on that deeper level to the origins of this practice. So you can listen to it at the end of this podcast. Or if you prefer, because I know you don't want to go back and re-listen to this podcast over and over again to hit the end where I have the prayer attached, I'll also be releasing it separately. That way you can return to it whenever you feel called without having to listen to my whole podcast every time. So when you practice this prayer daily, alongside the 4 simple phrases, you will notice something powerful to start to shift in your life. And remember, healing isn't about forcing anything to happen. It's about creating space for healing to just naturally unfold. So my invitation to you is this. Commit to the 21 days of tuning in. Let the words and the energy flow through you. You may even want to keep a journal during this time that can capture how you're feeling and what changes you notice. At the end of this episode, you'll hear the full version of the original Ho'oponopono prayer. This prayer I'll be reciting for you, and I encourage you to listen and use it as the tool for your daily practice. And as you listen through this prayer, let the words wash over you. Feel the release of old patterns, of old stories, and make space for love, light, and healing to just flow in. So I'll leave you with this thought. When we heal ourselves, we heal the world around us. Ho'oponopono is not just about forgiveness, but about creating a deeper connection to ourselves, others, and the universe. It's about recognizing that we all play a part in this collective healing of humanity. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you take the leap into this 21-day journey with Ho'oponopono and witness the magic that unfolds. And if you know somebody who might enjoy learning about Ho'oponopono, please share this podcast with them. You never know how far your ripple can go just creating openness for love and forgiveness in this world. And of course, feel free to reach out and share your experience with me. I would love to hear about your personal transformations. You can connect with me anytime at radiate.hw@gmail.com or on my website, radiatehealthandwellness.com, or by leaving a comment below. And as always, remember, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Until next time, mahalo for being here with me today. And as we go on this journey together, may you find peace, healing, and joy, and radiate health and wellness in all that you are. Divine Creator, Father, Mother, Son, all in one. If I, my family, my relatives, and ancestors offend your family, relatives, and ancestors in thoughts, facts, or deeds, from the beginning of our creation to the present, we ask your forgiveness. Let this clear, purify, release, and cut off all negative memories, blockages, energies, and vibrations. Transmute these undesirable energies into pure light, and so it is. To clear my subconscious of all of the emotional charge stored in it, I say over and over again during my day the keywords of Ho'oponopono. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. I declare myself in peace with all the people of the earth and with whom I have outstanding debts. For this moment and in your time, for all that I do not like in my present life, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. I release all those I believe to be receiving damage and mistreatment, because they simply give me back what I did to them before in some past life. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. Even though it's hard for me to forgive someone, it's me who asks that person for forgiveness now. For this moment, all the time, for everything I don't like in my present life, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. For this sacred space that I live day by day, and with which I am not comfortable. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. For the difficult relationships to which I only keep bad memories, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. For all that I do not like in my present life, in my past life, in my work, and what's around me. Divinity, cleanse in me what is contributing to my scarcity. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. If my physical body experiences anxiety, worry, guilt, fear, sadness, pain, my memories, I love you. I am grateful for the opportunity to free you and me. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. Right now, I say, I love you. I think of my emotional health and that of all of my loved ones. I love you. For my needs and to learn to wait without anxiety, without fear. I acknowledge my memories here at this moment. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. Beloved Mother Earth, who I am, if I, my family, my relatives, and ancestors mistreat you with thoughts, words, facts, and actions, from the beginning of our creation to the present, I ask your forgiveness, that it clear and purify, release, and cut off all negative memories, blockage, energies, and vibrations. Transmute these undesirable energies into pure light. And so it is. In conclusion, I say that this prayer is my door, my contribution to your emotional health, which is the same as mine. So be well, and as you heal, I tell you that I am so sorry for the memories and pain I share with you. I apologize for joining my path to yours for healing. Thank you for being here in me. I love you for being who you are. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.